Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the Neuma 4 tattoo machine. I've heard a lot of good things about this machine. I was really excited to try it. So I've been testing this out for the last couple months and I'm going to tell you my thoughts and feelings about it. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the price, I have the stainless steel version of this machine, which comes in at $799.99. There are a million different variations of this machine just because they have a ton of different grips available. So this machine can cost you anywhere from $650 all the way up to $1,400, I think I saw was the most expensive one, just depending on which grip you get. My first impression of the Neuma 4 when I first took it out of the box is that for how small this machine is, because of the stainless steel grip, it is an incredibly heavy pen machine. It is the heaviest pen machine by far that I've ever felt. But all the weight is down low in the grip, in your hand. It's not above your wrist, so it shouldn't cause any type of wrist problem or fatigue. If you twist off the grip of the machine, it will show off the internals of the machine. You have inside of the grip a spring, and inside of the machine you have a removable stroke profile. Once you remove the stroke profile, you have the cam that spins around that pushes the needle up and down. This is a one-of-a-kind design inside of this pen machine that I've never seen in any other machine before, which is super interesting. Also, I commend them for making this pen machine not a cross-contamination hazard. You can take it all apart and fully clean it after every use. I would say this is the cleanest pen machine design that I've seen so far on the market, which is a huge plus. You're able to lube up this machine with just one drop of machine lube in the back of one of the stroke profiles so it slides up and down this pin easily. Moving on to some specs. Like I said earlier, there are a bunch of different grips that you can get with this machine, which makes it kind of hard for me to tell you the weight and the width of it. So if you're interested in the weight or what the diameter is on a specific grip or style of this machine, you can go check out their website. You can read all about that. But I have the version of the machine with the stainless steel grip. This grip is built for balance and stability and also to reduce vibration because of its heavy weight. The Neuma 4's voltage range goes anywhere from 4.5 volts to 9 volts, and the grip and all the stroke profiles are all autoclavable. When it comes to stroke length, the Neuma 4 offers a ton of different options. They each offer a 2.7, 3.6, and a 4.2 stroke. Each have a 20%, 28%, 33%, and a 40%. So that means if you get all three strokes, you'll have 12 different stroke profiles to pick from, depending on exactly what you're doing. So each one of these percentages means that it is good for a specific task. The 20% is a liner, the 28% is a shader, the 33% is a blender, and the 40% is a packer. Now each one of these can be identified with the different lines and dots that are on top of the cams. The one line will indicate that it's the 2.7 stroke, two lines, the 3.6, and the three lines, the 4.2. Now the dots will indicate which percentage it is. The one dot is a liner, the two dots is a shader, 3 is the blender, and the 4 is the packer. This feature makes this machine incredibly customizable. Coupled with the amount of grips that are available for this machine, the amount of different ways that you can set it up are almost unlimited, which seems like a good thing, but for me, with all these different options, it makes the machine feel unapproachable. When I first heard people talking about the Neuma 4, I was really excited because it's a very different machine. So I went on their website to order one and spent a ton of time looking at all the different options and felt really overwhelmed with the amount of choices that I had to make. I didn't want to pick the wrong one for me, so I put off buying the machine for a while. I ended up waiting another couple months, went back on their website to buy it again, and I felt the same exact way. I did this over a couple month-long period to where I thought, oh, I should really buy that machine. I would go on the website and I would just end up backing out. In my opinion, there are far too many options when it comes to the Neuma 4. I want a machine that's been refined by a company and the company just says, here, this is our final product and our best work. I feel like with the Neuma 4, with all the different grips and all the different cams, there's too much guesswork that has to happen on the consumer's end. I said the same thing about the Injecta Flight Nano with all their different bars and cams, but now with the Neuma 4, it's even more overwhelming because of all the different grips you have to choose from. So moving on to noise and vibration, I'll show you what it sounds like. Quiet machine. It does have pretty low vibration because of the heavy grip, but no complaints in the noise or vibration department. Moving on to, is this better wired or wireless? If you know me at all, I love wireless tattooing. You just put a battery right on top of it, and it is a very small machine. I do like how the RCA is recessed inside of the top of the machine, so in that way it's not, poking out even farther. It is a very compact package. This is the critical battery that I'm using on top of here, and it works really well. If you prefer a wired connection, This does not throw off the weight of the machine at all. Obviously, it's a little lighter because there is no battery on top of it, but either way, wired or wireless, it really is up to your preference. It is a really small and compact machine, so it works really well with both. The Neuma 4 is a very well balanced machine. All the weight when I hold it is right here in my hand. So there is no back weight to make my wrist fatigued while I'm tattooing. So that is one feature that I really do like about this machine, how all the weight is right up front where it should be instead of, hurting your wrist. When it comes to bagability, the Neuma 4 is a really easy machine to bag up. What I'll do is I'll take a clipcord cover and I'll cover the machine on the inside and either tape or rubber band it into place. Then I'll slide the grip over top of the machine and separately wrap the grip so you're able to twist the grip and also change the strokes out easily while you're tattooing without unwrapping your entire machine. Next up, ease of cleaning. Like I said earlier, this is a machine that you're able to take fully apart and clean each individual piece, which I really like. Most pen machines are gross and you really need to be careful when you're using them to not cross-contaminate between clients because the push rod will suck up into the machine and you're not able to fully clean everything that comes in contact with your cartridge while you're tattooing. So the Neuma 4 gets 2 thumbs up when it comes to cleanliness because you are able to fully disassemble it and clean every part that comes in contact with your cartridge while you're tattooing. So what everybody wants to know, is it good for lining? Is it good for shading? What type of tattooing is it best for? And should you buy this machine? Starting out with lining, I found myself being very frustrated when it came to lining with this machine. I was really excited because I heard a lot of people talking about this machine being a very good liner. But coming from the Bishop Wand liner and the Vlad Blad Avenger 2 Pro, I think I've been spoiled by those two machines, and lining with anything else since I started using those two machines has really been a chore. So I can't get down with the Neuma 4 as a liner. It just did not work well for me. Moving on to shading and color packing, I feel like this is where this machine did best for me, but even though this is where this machine did shine, I do feel bad for saying this. I feel like I couldn't get the best of my ability out with this machine. And I feel like the odd man out saying this because I've heard so many good things from so many different people, but I just cannot get the hang of this machine. It's been a couple months of me testing it out, lining, shading, coloring, everything, and it's just like, I can't get it. In my opinion, the Vlad Blad Avenger 2 Pro has spoiled me. If you're looking for a versatile, reliable machine at this price point, I would recommend checking out that machine. I do have a review on my channel. I'll link it above so you can go check it out. I always hate saying negative things about products, so I will follow all of that up with this. My favorite machine might be your least favorite machine. So I always recommend testing different products out. Maybe you have somebody in your shop that has this machine, ask them to try it out and see if you like it. It really is all up to the user and how they like to tattoo. So you might love this machine, but I did not have a good time with it. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope that you have a good day.